Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Stellaris, where last episode we've been working on clearing out some of the ships that are in some of these areas, as well as doing some expansion, since we guaranteed that we have the ability to do that. And that is, of course, wonderful. So we're going to proceed forward here. This factory world needs a housing on it. Okay, that's kind of an awkward thing to need right now, but I guess that's fine. We'll build an industrial district for the moment. This is set up as an agri-world, is that correct? So we have the cosmic storm here right now, but it doesn't really matter what we set this up as. For the moment, I'm going to put an observatory in here, and that will be fine for right now. Now, we've got a generator world here that needs a planetary capital, and a mining world here that needs a planetary capital upgrade. Non-aggression pact, we're going to have to decline. And this mining world here. Should this be a mining world? The answer is it doesn't really matter what we make this be. So this can be kind of whatever we want. Looking at our resource gains are pretty okay. We may want to consider actually having this be an alloy, or at least an industrial world of some sort. So I'm going to put in an alloy foundry for now. That'll be okay. Beautiful. So we do have these 3 construction ships right now. We've got this one constructing an Ezar, and eventually we're going to want to... There's a lot of trade out here. We should really probably do something about that.
Research complete.
Okay, well, we've got this heritage site research. Ooh, empire size from Pops minus 10%. Psionics would be an interesting route to go. I don't know how far we'll go down the psionics tree, but that'll do for now. Okay, so we just finished up in Ezar. From there, we can head over to Ebliuk and grab the minor artifact here. Then we can head down to Safabon and grab the exotic gas. From there, of course, we're going to look to expand down this way, right? So that all looks good for the moment. I do want to sell off some food. We're going to be capping that pretty soon. So I'm going to sell 10k of that. I'm also going to sell 10k minerals, and that puts us at 12k energy credits. And the question there is, as it has been, what are we going to spend that on? We can't terraform a tomb world, so that's not going to be an option until we get worlds that we can terraform, like this Arctic world, within our borders. So instead, I think we're going to spend that money on alloys. There we go. And this is at full strength, and I would like to get all of these shipyards up, or rather not shipyards, all these stations upgrading. So we're going to get these upgrading on up to a starhold. There we go. So at this point, we can grab a prosperity perk here. That's wonderful. And we can also work on this archaeological event. 500 more alloys out of that. Not bad. And we'll translate more lyrics. Perfect. Okay, so this science ship, it's not doing anything right now, but it can excavate this site. Wonderful.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we just finished up in Ginnog, and I'd like to build our mining stations here, and then we can head over to Regulus and build a starbase out over there.
Space
now we do have
encountered.
a mining core that just popped up over here. Let's go clear those out. Okay, so now I want to take our tidal wave and have them head up over here. It'll take them a little bit to get there, but that is fine. Wonderful. So we just founded this colony. That'll need, of course, a gene clinic as well as a city district. We'll get that going. Cool. What do you got? I don't know that that's good. We'll get out of here. Okay, I do want to get these grouped together. There we go. And do we have a general for this? No, we don't. That's fine. I don't actually care all that much about getting a general, so that'll be okay. Now, the main concern over here is when the colony ship that is coming here settles this world, are we going to have a problem with the caretakers that are here? So the question is, where is that colony ship? Is that this colony ship? Not built yet? I suspect that's what it is.
Research complete.
That's definitely going pretty slowly, no doubt about that. Okay, so let's grab, that's antimatter power finishing there. Shields would be pretty good. Although advanced storm manipulation exists, and we're going to grab that. Elgate Insight we don't need yet. Habitats would be really good for us to take, but we don't exactly need it yet. I think standardized Corvette patterns are what we're going to go for the moment. Okay, so that looks good. So our construction ships are still constructioning, and there's only so much that we can get done here. Ah, we are in system over here. Perfect. Okay, so we finished up in Ginnog, and the question is, do we want to head over to Regulus right now? Well, for the moment, I kind of want to go grab these resources.
Battle commenced.
So that's what we're going to do while we're clearing out these mining core. And that looks good. Excellent. So now I want to move back to Wenkwart, and we should have this colony ship that's going up over here. That's going here. Where is the colony ship that's coming here? Ah, here it is. Okay, so it's this one out over here. Gotcha. So that's not significantly a problem. That should be fine. A planetary gambit, huh? So this is another tidal lock situation. This is a continental world here, and it's already set up for mining. No, the risk is too great. Okay. Now, where was that world that we had previously settled that was intentionally tidally locked? It's out here somewhere. Definitely. Obsidian lakes here. Nice. Abundant geothermal energy. Rich microflora. And that is engineering research from technicians. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a forge world here. This has the magnetic storm right now. I do think that we need to build an industrial district there. Okay, that's an aftermath of gravitational flux. This we definitely need to build a gene clinic and a city district on. In Eola Prime, this needs the same thing. Gene clinic and a city district. I think we maybe haven't actually colonized the world that was intentionally tidally locked just yet. That's okay. So that's probably like this one here. Yeah, that's this one. Okay. Looks good. Okay, so we've got this factory world here that requires housing. I'm going to put in a city district, which is mildly awkward, but that's what I'm going to do. This requires housing here. I'm going to do a city district as well.
Construction complete.
Okay, so that is all looking magnificent for right now. I believe we may have finished upgrading some of these bastions. Yes. Okay, so we've already got, well, we've only got the gun batteries for now. That seems fine. We can put in, say, a target uplink computer, although the ship weapons range is okay. That'll be fine. So we'll put in a pair of gun batteries and a target uplink computer here. Here, it's going to finish up in just a few days, so we're going to need to do the same exact thing. Although we do have Astral Action available, Dimensional Lock only, or Flash Forge or Hyper Relay, but we don't have the Hyper Relay tech. So that is not a possibility as of right now. Let's grab a couple of gun batteries and a target uplink computer. Wonderful. And we're just waiting on more of these to finish at this point. Cool. Yeah, that's going to take a little bit of time. No doubt about that. So we do have an available leader trait. What do we want to grab here? Archaeology skill or leader upkeep? Okay. I guess we'll take leader upkeep. Not the greatest of things. We should have construction ships idling pretty soon, right? Wow, there are so many things to build in Amor Alveo. We're still working on that. Okay, so as soon as we're done in Demi Vito, which will be pretty soon, I want to head out over here. We are going to have these guys arriving on Wenkwart fairly soon, and this archaeological dig is continuing. We're getting more lyrics to the sea shanty, or I guess the space shanty. Fantastic. So this guy is a scientist. Anomaly discovery chance would be fine, I guess. Although we're not going to be discovering many anomalies at this point. So there's that. Excellent. So these stations over here are going to be finishing very shortly. We can get a couple more gun batteries and a target uplink computer in each of these.
Commenced.
Okay, where are we having this battle at? Oh, that's this up over here. Okay, gotcha. No problem whatsoever there. Cool. Let's clear this out. And that'll be great.
Research
This is actually
complete.
probably going to be a really, really good world, is my thinking. Here we go. So this is these guys down over here. Visiting entity. Welcome to Winkwort. Whether this visit is your first or your 100th, we're glad to facilitate your appreciation of the gardens. On behalf of the gardeners and in accordance with Directive WAPP-715, I ask that you refrain from harsh intrusion on the biota of planetary designate Winkwort Artem. Failure to comply with our guidelines will diminish the survival odds of all concerned. How can we help? Splendid! Guidelines will be delivered to you imminently. In summary, Directive WAPP-715 allows for responsible, non-destructive use of the Winkwort Gardens. Great importance is attached to preserving these worlds' existing character. However, we do not wish to stifle development within Error, Imperial Beacon, out of range. Requesting urgent monitor division dispatch to coordinates 19C14A05. Failed. Retrying. Failed. Retrying. Okay. So this is going to boost our culture worker and our research output, but it's going to dramatically reduce the artisan, mining, and gas refining output. Okay, so basically, they just don't want us to pollute it. I mean, that's for the best anyway. We would want to make this into a science world almost certainly. Just because of all that researcher output boost. So that seems great. I'm fine with that. Standardized Corvette patterns have finished, and we can start working on something. Advanced Corvette hulls would be interesting. I suppose we could grab that. Just get that out of the way. Seems okay.
Construction complete.
So here on Nymean Prime, we're going to need to upgrade our planetary administration, and that should solve every problem currently existing on that world. Same here. Okay. So that all looks good.
Agenda available.
We are certainly making significant progress on getting all of this done. Now, Winkwort, we're going to need to probably move into its own sector, but the ISS Bluefin is idling right now, so we should head down to Olbers and build a starbase there. Wonderful. Astral actions, we can actually gain a physics insight in 3, 2, 1, and now, which we're going to do. And we have a council agenda ready. So we're going to launch this. That's going to give us our council slot. So do we want the Minister of Ascension or the Minister of State? We're going to go with the Minister of Ascension. Okay, so pop growth speed is phenomenal. These are kind of exactly the same. Except this one has arrested development. So we're going to go like that. What agenda do we want next? Well, probably something to do with unity or ecological adaptation gains. No, I think we're going to go with evolving society. Okay, so the ISS Bow Rider needs some work here. What do we want it to do? Well, there's a lot of stuff for it to not do, but we can come down to Strom and start to build there. That'll be fine. We can bring the tidal wave back to Radar Central at this point, but actually they need to come clear the mining core out of here. So that looks wonderful for the time being. And I don't think we're going to run into any problems with the Caretaker Division here, so we're going to bring these guys back to Radar Central. They'll arrive there in the eventual times. It's going to take quite a while. So we have a relic activation possible. And what do we want to take? None of these, I don't think. I think we want to keep our unity to finish out the prosperity tree. So that seems fine for now. We do have a number of these stations continuing to work on their development. They will be finished upgrading quite soon. So that is all looking fantastic. And we're just going to head into Alphard fairly soon here. We are going to need to do a little bit of surveying out over this way. But this really does look like a pretty decent system with all of these worlds. So we'll see what we get out of that.
Construction complete.
Okay, so there's a mining core here in Strom right now.
Construction complete.
And that's the mining drone expansion initiative up here. Okay. Well, bad vibes to this storm. The cosmic vibrations are off. and the usual feats just don't evoke the same excitement they used to. There's no doubt we've accomplished incredible things, but there's a pervasive sense that something is missing. The achievements of our ancestors, legendary in their scope and ambition, cast a long shadow. These struggles are most existential, one of our top minds recently wrote. By traversing the void, have we opened a void in ourselves? The angst is real, and the time to act is now. To start fresh, we return to the beginning. A series of challenges, custom designed to invoke maximum adrenaline. The thrills have
Situation
just
log
begun.
up.
Indeed. We also found an alien entity, and I'm going to take the influence.
Battle commenced.
Cool. So we're going to eliminate these drones. There we go. New heights were reached and limits have been shredded. Just the thing to get the emotions firing. We've completed the trial. That storm tore right through their space, spreading thrills and disarray in equal measure. We can rest easy knowing we provided our neighbors with such an incredible experience. They may not appreciate it now, but they'll thank us eventually. We're givers. Indeed we are. We give everyone the gift of storms. Everyone loves having all of their things destroyed, right? Right? I'm pretty sure that's right. We're going to get an Erasian naval yard here, for sure. And that'll be wonderful. The Abusian Principality laid claim to our system. Hilarious. And this archaeological event is completed, I think. Yeah, the ISS Sea Hare is not doing anything up here in Rontor. So that seems perfect. We're going to go survey here, and then we're going to come up to Alphard eventually. We need to clear it first, though.
Construction complete.
The Ildaran state is pledging secret fealty to us. We can't decline this. So that's just a thing. Okay.
Research complete.
Sure, whatever. So we just got psionic theory. That'll drop our empire size from pops. And building slots and habitat max districts is going to be a very big deal. I'm going to grab that. Wonderful. We do have 3 construction ships idle right now, and let's build our mining stations here, and then the Bow Rider is going to need to head down to Strom and build a starbase down here. Actually, let's swing up and build our research stations in Rontor first, and then come down to Strom. And the ISS Bluefin is going to grab the 6 energy credits here, and then we're going to go up and grab Willeus. Perfect. So that all looks fine. Do we need to do anything on our planets? Actually, this tech world has need of a job, and we could definitely upgrade one of our research locations. I'm wondering right now, this is an astral siphon here. Do we have any other buildings that we can build to improve our sciences here? The Storm Relief Center would not do that. So, no. Okay, that's fine. So, in that case, we should probably just put in a research lab. That will be absolutely wonderful. So we're definitely getting a lot of worlds colonized at this point.
Building
And we're also, we completed our battle up in Alphard, looks like. Cool. Let's head on back to Radar Central for the moment. So that seems wonderful.
Research complete.
The Corinth Temple of Renewal declared war on the Abusian Principality. Okay. Sounds good. And there's advanced storm manipulation finishing up. 0 Point Reactor is really good. We're going to take that. So that is incredibly solid to get a level 5 generator. I'm very pleased about that. We are not actually observing here. Interesting. Why are we not making any progress? This is apparently at Radar Station Alpha. Well, new heights were reached and limits have been shredded. Just the thing to get the emotions firing. We've completed the trial. Our Storm Rider reported back with nothing but exultant cheers. The cosmic storms are a whole new level of thrill. Never a dull moment. Indeed. Okay, so Wankwort Prime is going to be colonized soon enough, but we do still have a lot to do here. This agri-world could maybe not be an agri-world. For the time being, I'm going to put in an astrometeorology observatory, and we'll decide exactly what we want that to be a little later on. This Astral Rift event is pending. We found some giant eggs. Looks cool. Okay, so next up, we're going to grab... We're going to go for expertise materials. That's our Grand Herald of Storms. So that seems reasonably good. Excellent. So this world has been terraformed. I want to colonize that. And there we go. And then we have this archaeological site pending. Cool.
Construction complete.
Okay. So now I want to check in on these bastions down here. A pair of gun batteries and a target uplink computer for each of these. Beautiful. Nebula refinery, huh? Okay. That's definitely noted. So that'll be okay for the moment. What are we building here right now? So we're building our additional shipyard, and then the Erasian naval yards will be after that. Okay. Looks absolutely
Construction
fine.
complete.
So I just finished over here in Olbers, and I want to grab Mugi next. Perfect. And we're full on Astral Threads, so let's grab Astral Boost. Ah. So an entirely new geographical feature on Physigar Prime. So that is... Well, we've got this Shattered Solar Array. Noted. This is currently set up as a Forge World. But we could definitely clear these out for the time being. Okay. There's some things that we might want to do on that world. We'll see. We'll see what that feels like after we get those done. So that's all fine for the moment, but we may want to rethink that world.
Construction complete.
We'll see. That is this station.
Construction complete.
Up to scratch now. 6.4K is not a huge amount of station power, but it's enough to at least delay a little bit, maybe. That's the idea. So we could proclaim a religious revelation, which we're going to do, and then we could also sell to investors, and we could discover an Elgate insight. Might as well. And the ISS Bluefin here is going to need to build mining stations, and then once it's done with that, it'll head into Eliathian. That will be absolutely wonderful.
Construction complete.
Okay, we're done in Mugi, and we're going to build our mining stations. Then, of course, we're going to head down into Sau. I'm pretty sure that's how that's supposed to be pronounced. Cool. So we're definitely seeing some fairly explosive growth right now.
Research
which
complete.
no one else really is at this point
Construction
because
complete.
of how successful our land grab was. So that's fantastic. Improved production is really good. We're going to take that. We are definitely interested in boosting our resources from jobs. That's for sure. More cosmic alterations happening on Eptrabon Prime. Noted. So we see skybound plateaus giving us alloys from metallurgists and minerals from
complete.
jobs. That's interesting. This is kind of pulling us in multiple directions now because of the intentional tidal locking. Well, we'll take a look at that a little later on, probably. Methane gas explosion, huh? Okay, so this leader is maimed. That is unfortunate. But they're going to continue to work on that. Wonderful. A hypermagnetized planetary core on Eptrabon Prime. Unusual after effects are being reported on Eptrabon Prime in the wake of the recent magnetic storm. The storm's potent energy fields increased magnetic volatility in the planet's molten core, resulting in the widespread failure of technological infrastructure. However, the situation also presents a unique resource extraction opportunity. Metal-rich lava flows underneath the planet's mantle are now... Actually, metal-rich lava flows, using that as a noun, not a verb, okay, are now electromagnetically charged and can be harvested with the aid of mining magnets. Indeed, that is pretty cool. Alloys from miners and max mining districts. -2 technician output. Okay. Well, that makes that title lock a little awkward, but I guess that's fine. What do you got? They want to give us 250 artifacts for 300...
Construction complete.
We'll pass on that. We're going to build a mining station in Strom, and then the ISS Bluefin is down in Sau, and we're going to build a starbase there. Perfect. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue expanding into these gaps, and we'll get them all filled in relatively soon. But we're also going to fairly soon... Okay, this is quite a route. Can we just... Go right through here? Thanks. Let's do that. Now, I understand that that's going to increase the ship upkeep by 100%. That is absolutely understood, and that's fine. We're okay with that. I'd rather get through to Radar Central more quickly. As I was saying, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to continue to work on developing our planets, as well as filling in these areas and grabbing more planets. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy McGar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Hiro Marutsu, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.